J Drone here. What is going on, guys? Whoop whoop. If you're not familiar with the term whoop, that is a whoop. Small indoor flyer to kind of just whoop around the house. This is a 010 from New High. Eachine made these. JJRC made these. There's an issue with these though. When you're buzzing around, if you hit something, this thing tends to come down and then go back up. If you're buzzing around making tight turns, sometimes it'll come down and then it'll come back up. So the thrust is lacking on this. So I wanted better thrust. So as you can see here, we went with a tri-blade versus a quad blade. And these are Tiny 6. That's what they're referred to, Tiny 6 props. And I saw a review that said these did better than these. Sorry, I'm gonna call the YouTuber out without saying their name, but no. These are better than these props. So I paid for a whole bag of these props. They're cool looking props. They look cool, but they don't offer the thrust that these do. So we had to do something. So we're just going to put this aside. So first thing I did was, as you can see there, we're missing some of the frame. We're missing almost all the frame. I diced the frame off. And this has much more thrust than that. And very simple physics. It weighs less. It's not pushing up as much as this is because we've diced off most of those rings. Obviously, you don't have the protection that you did with those rings, but the punch that this has is considerably more than that. So we went one step further. We took the same props. Those are the same quad blade props, and all we did, we just kind of snipped the edges. You could see where they were, that small little line. We snipped the edges, and this thing has considerable more thrust than that, and it's noticeable more thrust than this. This, it looks cool, but it doesn't compete. It really doesn't. So to spend the extra money to get the tri-blade props, don't do it. Take your props here. I mean, we got props laying around. Dice off here and here. What I did it with a pair of curved clippers. That's all I did. I just went clip, clip, clean cut. I didn't Dremel them like you see a lot of guys Dremeling stuff to make it really smooth. Not necessary. Not necessary to put that type of time in. And those same snips I used to chop the frame. This has so much thrust you wouldn't believe. At some point when I'm not working as much, I'll show you. We'll run this, we'll run this, we'll run this, and we'll even run this. And this is king. This is next. This is next. That is completely last. The tri-blade's completely last. And I learned to whoop off of this. Got the spark underneath it, but I learned to whoop off this, and my only complaint was that it was hitting the ground. Now, if I dice those to make them the two props, that's going to have more thrust. If I decide to cut the frame off like this, it's going to have more thrust, and this is going to have more flyability. So we're probably going to end up doing that. Now, you can just go intermediate, and like I said, we can just get rid of those and keep the frame, and this is going to have more thrust as well. Guys, I'm J Drone. Hopefully this helps somebody. If you're looking to customize your whoop for performance, this is not the way to go. This is a quick mix keeping the props. And if you want to go one step further, that is a better mix, and this is going to have so much more thrust. All right, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Happy whooping, and check me out on Facebook. Drone Days, best drone group, Plain Point, period. Later.